Ladies and friends, today we're going to make some curry. Weather's getting cold. This is something I really loved in Japan. Japanese curry is one of my favorites. So let's get right into it. Got some curry, just some S&B curry. You can get this at almost any grocery store nowadays. If not, find an Asian market, they have it. Got a pound of chicken, 10 ounces of carrots, sliced about a 1/4 inch, and about 10 ounces of diced onion, and about a 10-ounce potato. I'll show you something that I learned over the years. Easy ways to cut it down close to the end, but not all the way. I see a lot of people say you have to cut through the middle. Not buying it. If you notice, I didn't cut through the middle. It still falls apart the same way. Cut it down the middle, what is it going to do? Nothing more than that. So don't take a chance of cutting yourself one more time, and don't worry about it. Need to dice up a potato here. First thing I always do is make it flat so it won't move on me. Don't worry about that in a minute. Then what I'm going to do is cut it about 1/4 inch slices. And you can cheat. You have a little scraper like I have here that has measurements on it. Can help you get relatively close so they're all the same size. Want everything pretty close to the same size so they all cook at the same rate. And always remember that that slice determines how big your dice is going to be. So we're going to go about the same. Planks, you could take whatever you can handle. Like I said, these are slippery, so don't get crazy. Just whatever you can handle, and come about the same size. So you go 1/4 inch all the way around, and you'll end up with something relatively close. Close enough is good enough. I have a pan here big enough to handle all this ingredients that we have here. It's on medium heat. Put in about a tablespoon of avocado oil. Any neutral oil will work. This stuff can get hot, so I kind of like it. Dump everything in. This is in bite-sized bites. I'm just going to stir this for about 5 minutes before we do anything else to it. No seasoning yet to this. The curry will season it just fine. No need for it. We're going to stir this for about 5 minutes, and I'll see you in a minute, about 5. It's been about 4 minutes, and this stuff is smelling really good. And this stuff is smelling really good. After about 5 minutes, we're going to take take 2.5 cups of water and just put it in here. Mix that all in, try and cover everything up real quick. Just get it submerged. You get different stock. Heat levels of this curry. I'm going to bring this to a medium, hot, or extra hot. The extra hot isn't incredibly hot. However, if you're not used to it, be careful. One thing I learned in Japan, so I'm going to bring this stuff to a boil and never order 10 out of 10 as far as heat. Just like if you're So when this thing comes up in another minute or so, I'm going to turn it down and simmer. I'm going to cover it, let it simmer for about 15 minutes. You can make curry with beef, pork, what it is on how long. For about 15 minutes. Simmer. Curry with beef, shrimp, usually about 30. Pretty much any. If I'm doing shrimp, I would cook these vegetables a little longer to soften them up. Think about what kind of protein you're using. Soften them up. Minutes. The protein you're using. So here we have a good boil here, so good enough. Turn the heat off. Turn this thing down to where I know it's going to be simmering for me. And it's just a big covered up. Just break it into the 4 and back in 15. And now is not the time to walk away. Break it into the 4 stuff until all of that dissolves. Don't want to hit it too hard. It'll stick to a spoon and become a real pain. Let's see this start to dissolve and change colors and thicken for you. While I'm doing this, I might as well remind you, if you haven't done it yet, why don't you hit that subscribe button? You can like the video too, it helps with the algorithm, I appreciate it. And if you want to see what's coming whenever they come out, hit the notification bell too. Once this dissolves, I'm going to turn this back up and let it simmer while stirring for a whole 5 minutes. And you don't want to walk away because once you put heat under this, it will burn very, very easily. So just keep stirring. It's not a lot of work. This is thickened up very, very nicely. Keep stirring, and let's turn this off. Take it over and show you how you put it on a plate. This is the only reason I like when it gets cold. So I put a bunch of rice down here. This is for Linda, so we're going to put a lot on here. I don't use very much, but maybe 15 minutes to prep it, half an hour to cook it. Enjoy it.